What's going on, guys? I'm Zach with Blades LLC. We're located here in central Minnesota. We do commercial and residential lawn care. I am here with the Toro Timemaster 30-inch self-propelled push mower. It's got the personal pace on it, which I have really come to love, but we're going to go over that here in just a second. We're going to go through the goods, the bads, the uglies. You guys are going to get to see it in action right here, right now. So let's get into it. Alright, so the very first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to take you guys out here. We're going to mow my lawn. It's actually already been done, but I'm going to take you through the clips where we did push mowing. We did bagging on that half of the yard, so the side towards my driveway. And then at the corner of the house here, I switched and I put it in mulching mode for you guys so you can see kind of what it looks like with a mulching cut, because I understand that sometimes when you put these mowers under a lot of load, they don't tend to cut the greatest. So I'll give you guys a chance to look and see for yourself how this thing does in action. So we're gonna go there, and then we're gonna go through this mower. We're gonna talk about the goods and the bads and the uglies of commercial use with the Toro 30-inch Timemaster. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to talk about here is the engine. So this is a Briggs & Stratton engine. It has a pull start. This is not the electric start version of this. I don't know where it says. There's a couple different models of the Timemaster, so something worth looking into. But we're going to talk about the motor here real quick. The first thing I want to mention here is this is a very easy engine to start. So it never usually takes more than 2 pulls. We've ran it on hot days, like 90 to 100 degree days, and we've also ran it in some really cool temps, down to in the 30s. This is all Fahrenheit, by the way. We are in Minnesota, so we run off the Fahrenheit, not the Celsius. Just wanted to throw that out there. Very easy engine to start, by the way. Like I said, never takes more than 2 pulls. It does have a relatively small gas tank. That is one thing that we do not really care for about this mower. It's not Toro's fault necessarily. That is a Briggs & Stratton deal. This thing goes through gas, it eats it up. Not the most fuel efficient, and we do find ourselves running out on the job quite often. So that is one downfall. The engine itself is very quiet. It is not an obnoxious motor. You're not going to be making a ton of racket with this thing. It's really quiet, runs really smooth, and we've had 0 issues with it. I believe we're around 50 hours on this motor. I did the best that I could. It doesn't have an hour meter on it. It's definitely a good engine, so got no complaints there. Alright, so the next thing I'll do is I'll lift up the deck here so you guys can see underneath the deck. We have a dual blade, and it comes with mulching blades. These are the OEM blades. We have not changed them. I sharpened them today before we shot this video, but they work excellent. The cut quality on this deck is fantastic. The OEM blades do a great job grinding up leaves. We've done some mulching with it in some thick leaves. I wish I had some shots of that actually to throw in this video, but it does do a fantastic job of grinding up leaves. So great for all you residential guys that have small lawns like this that want to, you know, take care of the leaves when they fall. So it does a great job there. The striping game on this. Now, I don't know if we could come over into the shade. I figured since this is related to the deck, I don't know if the shadow is going to be too nasty to see it.
No, it's got it.
It's got it?
Yep.
It actually has a pretty mean striping game for a push mower, so very happy with it. And why don't you show people the cut quality while we're over here too, where you can actually see. This grass was really long. I hadn't cut it in well over a month. This is the bagged side of the lawn, so you can see it got a really nice cut. Look at this, no white tips on the grass, so we had nice sharp blades, and it gobbled it right up, didn't plug it up. Very rarely will that bagger plug up, so it's awesome. And then over here, we'll go over towards where I mulched, so you guys can get kind of a look at what grass we do have. This yard got toasted out here this summer. We had like next to no rain all summer long. I lost half my yard because I didn't water it. We don't have an irrigation system here, nothing fancy like that. I could have drugged the hose, but we didn't. So I let it go, reseeded. So you can see right here, once again, no white tips on the grass blades. So we got a real nice cut, plenty of RPMs there to, you know, get through this thicker areas in the yard here. All right, we'll go back to the mower. All right, so if you want to come over here really quick, you can see, I believe this is for washing the deck out. I think you can screw a hose on here and turn on the blades, and it will kind of self-wash the deck. Another thing that I wanted to mention while we are at the deck here is I have not been in to change like the belts or looked at the belt system or nothing as of yet, but it doesn't look like it's too complicated of a job. And then lastly, while we are on the deck here, I want to talk about the settings here. So it has settings in the front, so this lowers and raises the front of the deck here, and then this lowers and raises in the back. And you would think with this being such a heavy mower, it would be kind of a frustrating or heavy thing to lift, but it's actually spring assisted here, so it's really not that bad.
Your lunch is done.
It is.
Yeah. Can you get it?
I'll come in and eat. Can you go back in the house for a minute?
Yep.
All right, I'll be in just a minute.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, so going through the settings here, you have A through G on the front, and likewise in the back, A through G. And you'd think that this thing would be nasty heavy to lift, but it's actually spring assisted, which is really nice. I'm doing it from the squatting down position here, lowers and raises. So very nice there. They did an awesome job with that. People of all ages would be able to adjust that no problem. And it does both wheels, so you only got to do 2 levers, which is nice. You don't got to go to all 4 wheels. I really do like that about this. So setting A, which would bring the deck up to the highest here, that would put you at, if you put both of them to A, get in the way here on me, put both of them to A, that would put you at 4.5 inches. So then if you drop it down to B, we'd be at 3 3/4 of an inch. C is 3 1/4 of an inch. D is 2 3/4. E is 2 1/4. F is 1 3/4, and G is 1 1/4. So if you guys want to know that, that information is online if you look this up. I typically, when I'm mowing with this mower, I mowed it flat as of today, just for simplicity reasons. But if you guys want kind of like the best performance out of this, I feel like on the cut, is to give it a tiny bit of rake. So what I do is I'll run, say, the front on the cut height that I want it to be at. So I'm going to set it at D, and then in the back I'll come here, give it that tiny bit of rake towards the front here, and I'll set it on C. And that just, like in really thick grass, it doesn't leave behind so much stuff. I just feel like stuff circulates through there better. So just a little tip there while we're here. Everything looks super simple about this machine. It's really a very clean, user-friendly design to go through the bagger setting. So what you do to remove that is it just simply, you want to come around here, Jaden, it just slips in the slots on the side here. Just like so. I have a shot, I believe, of us sticking that plastic insert. It just clips in there. There's a little button on the top, and you pull it and it pulls it out for you. So that's how you switch it to mulching mode from bagging mode. And then there also is a side discharge option with this mower, which I do really like as well. And you can throw, it comes with a plastic side discharge, so you can discharge with it too. That's one thing we didn't show, but I figured you guys would want to see bagging and mulching. So moving on from those couple options, I'm going to throw this bagger back on here real quick. So moving up here, one of my favorite features of this mower is actually the personal pace. I did not think I would like this, but this mower goes right along with you. So when you push on this handle, it pushes more, or puts more into the speed of the mower, so you can actually walk faster if you're pushing on it more. And if you let off, it slows the mower down. So you don't even got to think about it, guys. It's just a super simple, easy process. You can start this mower here. I'll show you real quick. So I can run this mower without having the blades on. So right here, this is the blade engage. It'll sit here. And like I was saying, you push on it, it goes faster, and you let off, it stops. So it goes really at your pace. You don't really have to think about it a whole lot. So it has an actual kill switch. You know, like most mowers, when you hold this down, you have to have your blades engaged to start it, and then when you let off, it kills the motor. But this has a kill switch on it, so I do really enjoy that feature. Really thrilled about this mower. I think a lot of you guys would enjoy this if you bought it. I can't remember how much we paid for this. I want to say it was around $1,700, so it's a pretty hefty price tag, but it should last us for many years. We use this mower primarily on the side of hills, which we can't mow with our big zero-turn mowers and our stand-on mowers, and then we use it in tight gated areas. That's the primary reason for us purchasing this machine. So it works well in those applications. If you guys were just getting started out in commercial lawn care, I would highly recommend this. Or if you had a quarter of an acre, third of an acre yard in town, you want to spend less time pushing a mower, go with the 30-inch Timemaster. I think it'll serve you absolutely well, and it should be enough to, you know, clean up leaves too in the fall. It kind of does it all, doesn't it? I don't know, Jaden, do you have any 2 cents on it?
Oh no, I like it a lot more than the Honda. That thing, that thing rips.
It's a little bit heavy. I would with
the
this.
personal pace pushes it through though. You can't feel it.
Yeah, it goes up and down hills really well.
I've gone straight up hills with that thing and had less trouble out of it.
Yeah. It's a really nice mower. It is a little heavier than your typical homeowner grade mower that you're getting from Lowe's, Menards, Home Depot, wherever you get your mowers from. Those mowers are a little bit lighter than this one. I gotta be up front with you there, but it is a little bit bigger too. And it's not like the HDX model with that bigger, heavier deck and stuff on it, and got a bigger motor on it and stuff like that. I feel like I've mowed with those. Those are very heavy and not as easy to use as this. So definitely would recommend this mower to you guys if you're in the market for it. I know we're shooting this at the end of the season, probably not the greatest idea, but I wanted to put this out there for you guys that are looking into purchasing mowers for next season. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, guys, God bless, and we will see you on the next one. Make sure you leave your comments down below, drop a like, and yeah, if you have any questions in regards to this, leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer them. We'll see you guys on the next one.